Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock and happy Thursday. I'm having such a difficult time keeping up with the days of the week. I think it's Thursday. I hope it's Thursday. Well, happy Thursday to you guys. So guys, I felt led to make this recording. Yesterday, Ricky Smiley on his channel, he posted a video. I think he's going through the motions. He's one of those individuals, of course, that God has blessed abundantly and with longevity. And Ricky does a lot. If you follow him, he does a lot. And he constantly talks about, just not being appreciated, especially by the individuals who you take care of. That's something that he's spoken on for quite some time. And so yesterday I decided to respond or comment on his video, and it just amazed me how much volume my comment got from just likes and people just commenting, like feeling exactly what it is that I was saying. And guys, if you are a giver, then there's a good chance that you deal with the same thing that most givers deal with. And that is individuals who are very ungrateful and unappreciative. And so he basically was just saying that, during this time, like this Corona time, like this is the time for people to really step up. People who you've helped, just to say, hey, are you good? Are you okay? Mind you, we know most times, if you're the chosen one, or if you're the one who has been blessed abundantly, then you kind of already know that there's a chance that people really can't sow into your life financially, or can't give you they can't return to you, maybe what how you've blessed them financially. But it's the smallest things that matters to a giver. Just to say thank you, just to pick up the phone and say, hey, I want to be sure you're good over there. Do you need some water? Can I just come to the front porch and toss you a roll of toilet tissue? The smallest things, the smallest things. And so, he was just hitting some very, very valid points. And if you hadn't seen his video, then go over to his channel, the Ricky, I think it's Ricky Smiley Official or something. But it's his YouTube page, and it's the very last video, so it'll be easy to find. And of course, you'll see my very long comment there. But here's the thing, guys, because this is something that I have been dealing with all of my life. And God is really dealing with me in this season and challenging me. And I have been obedient, and I have been seeing such a turnaround. And that turnaround and that investment is in my soul. So I want to explain to you. Okay, so now again, if you are a giver, that can come from a few different ways. I mean, maybe God just gave you a heart, a big heart that you are just, helping people and making sure everyone is good is just your norm because you just have a big heart. Or you can be someone and don't even realize it, that you're giving and you putting yourself last could be coming from a seed. Have you dealt with abandonment issues in your past, in your childhood? Did you not know who your mother or your father was? Or they gave you up, or you was adopted. So you feel like, I just have to always do something to be sure that people don't walk away. Do I have to always do something to be sure that people like me because no one liked me, or because I was the black sheep of the family, or because I was bullied in school? And so I'm used to always doing things to be sure that people will always like me. So you have to sometimes tap back into that thing to figure out, why am I this way? Why? Or are you just a natural born leader, and because you have that leadership in you, you're just used to taking care of people? All right, so here's the thing. Dropping my phone all over the place. Here's the thing. Giving is a beautiful thing. It can be a gift and a curse. But here's why it's beautiful, and I'm going to break it down in the sense of my comment. Here's why giving is beautiful. Okay? When you are a giver, and when you're giving solely and purely from your heart, no matter if you're being appreciated, God is taking notes. So sometimes when you feel like you're giving, and people are taking, and you don't even get a thank you sometimes, or these same people might have an event and invite everybody else and leave you and leave you out. Like, if we're going to be honest here, it hurts. We can sit here all day long and be like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I did this for you, and you didn't even say thank you, just screw you. Let's be real. It hurts. It hurts when you're taking care of someone and you're helping people and you basically get their feet to kiss, right? All right, so God is taking notes, right? That is why most times givers stay abundantly blessed. We are the individuals who money just come to us, let it be through our gift, our callings, our careers, people sowing into our lives, whatever. We stay abundantly blessed because the blessings come back from God and not from people, especially not the people who you're doing the things for who does not even appreciate you. Okay, so God is taking notes and he sees that he can trust you with a little bit. So he will always be sure that he gives you a lot. Here's the problem. The problem is, yes, God wants us to help people, especially family, including family, but are we helping the right people? Because see, we assume because people are blood in their family, we're required to take care of them, right? I mean, that's my thought. Like, listen, with me, family is family. Like, I got you, right? But are we getting in God's way? Because sometimes God may need a certain person, even if it's a family member, to hit rock bottom, right? And I'm not speaking about rock bottom from a crack addiction. And it could be. It could be. Sometimes God needs people to hit rock bottom in order to find him. So that can be crack. That can be just find them cleaning up their area of finances, them, being more dependent on God and not you. You're not God. So why are people so dependent on you? So they're making you their God, and that's not healthy. They need to be depending on God instead of depending on you. They can't find God if you're always the answer. And trust me, if you can see me, I'm raising both hands right now. So there's no judgment here. I just want to hopefully give someone revelation that what I've been getting in this season right here. All right. So I'm like, okay, God, but I know you want us to help our neighbors. I like you've blessed me and you keep blessing me abundantly. And I'm definitely no hoarder. I want to help the world. I want to help people because I know many people aren't blessed. So I'm confused. What do you want me to do? And he's been very clear with me in this season. And when I say this season, I would say maybe starting maybe December of last year, early January of this year. And he said to me very clearly, stop resenting your big heart. I want you to have that big heart. But what I want you to do is I want you to take the time out, and before you say yes to anyone, I don't care if it's $2, $20, $200. Before you say yes to anyone, you don't respond back to them. If they call you, just say, hey, let me hit you right back. If they text you, don't respond until you connect with me. And you come to me and you say, okay, God, is this someone you want me to help? Then you have to wait for that answer, right? Because you may get a yes or you may get a no. He may say yes. Okay, this is somebody who, yeah, they really need this help in X, Y, and Z. Or he's going to say no. And he may not even give you the answer to the reason no. But if he says no, you have to stay obedient to that no, right? And if you're someone who never says no, it's going to be extremely hard for you. It's going to be hard for you to say no for the first time because you're used to saying yes. So in your mind, oh my God, if I don't say yes, their lights are going to be off. Oh my God, if I don't say yes, they're going to be mad with me. Oh my God, if I don't listen. That's when you're in your own flesh and you're worried about you. But once you become obedient to what God says, it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they think. You just have to be obedient to what God says. So since I started doing that, right? You know what I've learned? That these people will find a way. When you have to say no, they will find a way. But most importantly, what I've learned is saying no has helped me with my stress level, with my anxiety. It has given me time to focus on me, the things that I need to do, my self-care, expanding my business, my goals, my visions, because I'm not weighed down with 30 other people calling me and harassing my nerve, let it be for money. Let it be for words of advice that I give them 7 days a week, but they're doing the complete opposite of the words that they called me for. And then they're calling me back the next day with the same issue, even though they didn't. People will pull at you and drive you insane because you're always there. Again, being there is a beautiful thing, but are you being there and are you helping and doing the correct people, the people who God needs you to help, the people who's not pulling at you and dragging you, the people who's not taking advantage of you and abusing you? Or are you being grateful? Or are you being a blessing to the people who will be grateful? Because see, what I've learned in these last couple of months, when you go in the direction and you hear who God needs you to help, and that can be a complete stranger over a family member, that person will have so much gratitude. And trust me, when they give you that gratitude and they show it to you, that's the feeling that you need, because it have you so warm, feeling so warm and so bubbly inside, because it's like, oh my God, someone really appreciates me. That's what us givers crave. That feeling right there, the gratitude, the thankfulness. You don't have to give me anything back, but just to see how grateful you are and to know that I helped someone who truly needed it, appreciated it, and who God needed me to help, that's what the fulfillment comes in. When you're helping these fools, including family members who are taking your money and putting it in the dirt and doing the wrong things with it and won't even say thank you, won't even call everybody else and check on anybody else, but won't call on you to say, hey, how you doing? You need anything? That's a feeling of emptiness, hurt, and a feeling of betrayal. And it doesn't feel good. So that's what my whole comment was about. And you will be amazed at how many people felt the same way. For example, okay, normally I would be calling around everyone asking, okay, is anybody in the family or friends need help because they're not working for the coronavirus? Anybody got any bills pressing? I'm like a fool, calling around, looking around, or if they're calling me, I'm contemplating helping them because they ask or because they called. So, you know what God told me this morning? Don't you respond to anybody who may call you. Don't reach out to anybody. I will tell you who to help. So as I was walking my dog this morning and connecting spiritually, God placed someone in my spirit, right? And I was like, okay, God, so I'm going to reach out to this person just because you placed him in my spirit. So I was actually calling him to check on him because he has a family member who he's extremely close to, who is in ICU and maybe not going to make it. But I know he's extremely, extremely close to this person, right? And when I say he's a beautiful spirit, he's a beautiful, pure spirit. Like he will be the one that just, if he's in need, he won't even ask you. And I believe that's why God placed him in my spirit today, because he was in need, because he wasn't able to work because of everything that's going on. And so I reached out to him, and a lot of times people with great hearts, they're just not even going to act as if they're in need. But again, when God puts it in your spirit, you got to kind of position yourself in a way where you're not taking the pride kind of thing away from them and just kind of doing it more so less as a blessing. Like I want to, be a blessing to you versus do you need anything? Because most times people with great hearts and who don't like to take advantage of people, they're going to say, no, I'm not in need. I'm good. But when you're connected to the spirit, your spirit will override that. You would really know what needs to be done versus you're going on their answer. So you know what I did? I poured into his life and I sent him a financial blessing because I could say, well, because I know what he's going through, with this coronavirus and all this stuff going on. But it wasn't even that, because most people are going through that. It was because God led me to spirit led me spiritually to this particular person, because I asked, who to help today, God? And when I tell you, mind you, the person is saying, oh, I'm good, I don't need anything. But when I tell you the message I got, the long message about my heart, how my spirit picked up through certain things, about how God is going to continue to, like, speaking abundance over my life. I'm talking about a whole page of gratitude full of words where you can't even get somebody who you're helping out the flesh to say one word, 2 words of thank you. Thank you. But yet you got somebody who didn't even ask. But God led you to help this person, to give you a whole sermon of how they speak abundance over your life for pouring in their life. Like, listen, that message reminded me that that's what we're seeking. The gratitude, the thankfulness, the genuine, the pure spirits. That's what we need. So to all you givers out there who constantly, your feelings are getting hurt by not being appreciated, you're constantly being taken advantage of, including from your crazy families that we love so much. But they don't know how much pressure is on us on an everyday basis just to keep our own self afloat. But to have them pulling at us from nonsense because they choose to do this and they choose to just be trifling, not because they choose to do this and they feel because we're family and because we're the chosen one and because God has blessed us abundantly, they feel they can pull and don't even say thank you. Don't even check on you. So I want to encourage you guys, just because it's blood, move to God first. Ask God first. God, who do you want me to help? When someone reaches out to you, don't say yes so quickly. Don't say yes. So even if you got it, do not say yes until you go and you connect spiritually and you ask God, is this someone you want me to help? Because you can keep messing around and helping somebody, and that last $20 you give them may be the one thing that they take to OD, and that's going to be on your spirit because you're not being obedient. I know it's hard. Trust me, it's a shift. But when you keep doing, once you get used to it, I'm still struggling, but the more and more I do it, it's like, wait a minute, honey. Oh, it feels good because now it's all about me. It's about me. I'm now pouring from a full cup. I'm not pouring from an empty cup. Keep your cup full. Let them get the leftovers. Keep your cup full. And do not feel guilty about it because you deserve it. This is the season that blessings will continue to come into you. You will continue to get wealth in abundance. Wealth in all ways, just not financial. Wealth in all ways. Because God took notes. So don't regret that big heart. Just change who you're doing it for. You guys have a great one. It's your girl.